You are live on the air. What is your name, comment, and or question?
Hi, it's John from Mississippi.
John, how's it going, my friend? What's on your mind?
Hey, just sort of in reference to your first guest that you had on when you're talking about the demographics, and when you talk about age, it's true that income is not as much a deciding factor as age, but I think there is an economic reason that age is more dynamic than income, and that net worth of those of older is, it's disproportionate on an exponential level compared to the young. You're talking about hundreds of times. Just the average comparison, and a person in their late 60s can have literally 100 times as much as a person in their early 30s.
Yeah.
And that, I think it's more economic than just, we think Bernie Sanders is cool and we want change and all that. I think that there's, it gets back to a economic motivation there.
Yeah, I can agree. I can definitely see that. I think it is a question of motivations, whether or not they are actively, and yes, I'm stealing this directly from the conversation I had with Matt on Thursday. If you go back to Thursday, he was speaking about can we ascribe the motivations to their actions to being about economic security, or the threat that Bernie Sanders poses to their economic state. And I think for some people that is the case, right? You have people who outright reject Bernie Sanders' economic platform because of how much that would raise their particular tax bracket to, right? So you do have some people who just expressly reject that. But then I would want to see exactly how many people expressly reject that because of for economic reasons. I think you also have just their commitment, their longtime Democratic commitment to the Clintons. And when I put it in that context, right, you have the Clintons have been on the scene since 1990. Like that's if you're in your 60s, you're talking about at least 25 years ago. This is their late formative years. Like the Clintons were their people, right? That's like if you like, that's like me if Michelle Obama comes and runs for office, and I particularly like the Obamas. I don't care what y'all say, say what you want to say. I still like the Obamas, but that's like me when I turned 60, asking me to turn on the Obamas as a family brand. So I think it plays economically. I think emotionally they connect. I think you have some older women who feel like this is their last best hope to get a female president, the first woman president. And they have all kinds of reasons. But the great divide, based on the data, is based on, and of course, there's going to be a correlation between wealth, like you said, between people who are 60 and people who are in their late teens or early 20s. Of course, there's going to be a correlation there as well.